This is the Moza Racing RS wheel. It's the first wheel rim created by Moza Racing, introduced alongside the company's loud cell pedal set and direct drive base. A few weeks ago, I released an in-depth review on the R16 wheelbase, and now it's time to take a look at the wheel rim. Of course, I will also be releasing a review on the loud cell pedal set sometime in the near future, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Also, feel free to follow OC_SimRacing on Instagram for loads more content. From behind the scenes clips to memes to sim racing news and gameplay, I got you covered over there. Moza Racing offers 4 types of wheel rim configurations. The first 2 are round and offered in either Alcantara or leather. The other 2 are D-shaped and again offered in those 2 materials. They all retail for $500 despite what material or wheel shape you purchase. If I had to choose, I would easily go with the leather D-shaped wheel, but that's just my personal preference. Let me know which one you would go with down in the comments below, and yes, I actually read every single one of them. Moza Racing very kindly sent me this Alcantara circular wheel rim for review and content creation purposes, so I'll be focusing on this one for my review. At 13 inches or 330mm in diameter, this is on the larger end of the scale. For reference, it's almost identical in size to my Thrustmaster rally wheel. While its size is fine, I would have preferred it to be just a little bit smaller, but again, that's just personal preference. The wheel itself feels fantastic to hold onto. Its thickness is just right and its ergonomic shape fits well on my hands. It even has these very subtle grooves on the back of the rim where your fingers rest to almost hug them in place. The Alcantara is also soft and of very high quality, so no complaints in that regard. It's nicely stitched throughout and has some padding to truly make it feel realistic. What I mean by this is that just by the feel of it alone, it doesn't seem or feel like a toy in any way. It truly feels like what I'd imagine a high-end sports car would have. Speaking about high-end, the materials used throughout this are just that. It features forged carbon fiber on the button box's faceplate as well as on the shifters. Moreover, the button box and other components making up this wheel are constructed from aluminum alloy. The center ring of the wheel, alongside the quick release mechanism in the back, are finished in this vibrant gold color, which has sparked some debate on how it looks. On one hand, many people, including myself, like the bold color choice of this wheel, while many others disagree. Interestingly enough, if you go on the product page of this wheel, it appears to now be finished in black, so I'm thinking they might have changed this. All in all though, there is no sign of cost cutting going on in the finish and build quality of this wheel rim, and to be fair, I'd expect nothing less coming at this price point. Oh, before I forget, something this wheel rim has, which I don't think any other wheel in the sim racing market offers, is a horn. Yes, I'm not joking, you can push down the center badge to honk at people, which I think is hilarious. I didn't find myself using it much in game, but it's still something I never knew I needed. With regards to the button box, there are some very notable things to talk about. For starters, the vibrant LED rev indicator. Unlike many other wheels, the rev indicator here can be configured in a few ways. At its default settings, it shines a continuous stroke of color before flashing pink to indicate when it's time to upshift. However, everything from the individual colors to the timing can be easily configured via the Moza Paid House software to fit your individual needs. The button box also features subtle yellow accents and some of the buttons are labeled. Personally, I wish they were left blank because some of the tags such as the camera, menu, and glance slightly take away from this realism. I would have highly preferred if it came with a separate sticker sheet for you to be able to label the individual buttons as you please. As previously mentioned, the button box's faceplate is finished in forged carbon fiber, which I think we can all agree looks incredible. Taking a look at all the buttons and dials, they certainly make a statement with their wide range of colors. This is reminiscent of the buttons featured on the Fanatec Porsche wheel. In terms of how the buttons and dials feels, they are second to none. All the buttons have a very mechanical and tactical feel to them. It almost feels like a high-end mechanical keyboard in that regard. The dials also have a very good amount of resistance to prevent you from incorrectly dialing up or down. In terms of how everything sounds, just take a listen.
Boring!
Taking a look behind the wheel, we have the near 7-inch long paddle shifters along with the quick release mechanism. The magnetic paddle shifters are made from forged carbon fiber and have a very nice click to them.
Oh shit, here we go again.
The clutch paddles underneath are a lot quieter, as these use a light spring to give some resistance. The paddle shifters sit at a comfortable distance from the wheel rim, but if you have smaller hands you might find it just a tad too far away. In my opinion, I would have loved them to be just a little bit closer, but this will vary from person to person. The quick release is arguably the most notable feature of this wheel. Not only does it look great, but it performs just as well. It quickly snaps in and out of place, and there are no cables or anything of that sort that need to be plugged in. You simply slot it in and are ready to go. The only thing I wish Moza Racing would change on it would be the white Moza logo they decided to paint on it. Not really sure why it's there, and in my opinion I think it would just look better without it. In game, I had a fantastic experience using this wheel. All the buttons, dials, and paddle shifters worked flawlessly, and the wheel rim itself felt comfortable on track. The only negative I can point out is that reaching the two joysticks on the top half of the button box is difficult when racing due to how far you need to stretch your thumbs to reach them. I didn't find myself needing to use them very often, but whenever I did, I had to adjust my hand placement to reach them. In conclusion, the Moza Racing RS wheel rim has a lot to offer. At $500 it's anything but cheap, but I'm very glad to say that it feels and looks anything but that. Its bold color choices make it stand out from the crowd, and if you ask me, I love how it looks. Its various buttons, dials, and joysticks provide immense versatility, and its quick release mechanism is one of the best in the market. This is Moza Racing's first ever sim racing wheel rim, and as time goes on, I'm very much looking forward to their future releases. Currently, the main thing holding it back is the newness of the brand. As they just now entered the sim racing market, they don't have an extensive sim racing ecosystem or the well-known brand name many of their competitors do. However, as time goes on and they become more established in this niche scene, with products like these, I could seriously see them becoming a major player, especially in the Chinese market where Fanatec and other high-end manufacturers aren't as dominant. As always, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and have a fantastic rest of your day.